Everybody, it's your automotive surgeon. Got my scrubs on today. Still haven't got my uniform here yet, but customer complaining of noise in the power steering. You hear that? So I've been here, what, a couple of weeks now. This will be my third steering rack. So that's what that noise is it's a steering rack. These are electronic steering racks, and they need to be replaced after a while. This has only got 58,000 miles on it. This is the lowest I've seen it. Usually it's around 100,000, 130,000. This one might be under warranty, I don't know. But electronic steering racks in the Ford Explorers, I've done from, what, 2013. This is a 2016. I think the one I did before this is a 2016. So, diagnosing that noise, odds are you need a steering rack. Is it something you could do yourself? Possibly. It's not easy. And you have to go to the dealer to have the module programmed. So, dealer has the software to program the module, unfortunately. And this, my friends, is a brand new steering rack. Had to take the exhaust off. It's hanging there on the flex pipe, but you can see the new steering rack back there. It's electric, yeah. So here's after I put the exhaust back on. That subframe can lean down and you can move the steering sway bar out of the way. It's on like 4 bolts and it comes loose and you can move it and just slide the steering rack in through the side, kind of like you would a conventional steering rack. But unlike a conventional steering rack, it has 2 gearboxes, which makes it a little harder to slide in there. Definitely took some finagling, and there's wires on the top that have to be snapped in on the pigtails. There's 2, one on each side. There's a wire in the center that goes with the steering rack. This is another tip if you're doing this job, is to measure with a caliper the distance so you're not spending so much time on the alignment rack, because you're going to need to align the front end after doing this job. And definitely measuring that tie rod end will save you some time. If you're a DIY mechanic, I've got some bad news for you, which is why I'm playing the blues music and why I'm wearing these sunglasses. For all the research I did today at work, I work for a dealership, you have to reprogram the module before you leave. So don't go buy a $500 rack, which is the cheapest I could find on like Rock Auto, and think you can do this yourself without being able to reset the module. All right, you must reset the module. You got to erase the software that's in the old one and load the new software for the new one. And it's sadly, the dealership has the technology to do that. Listen, I don't want you to think you can just get in your car, go drive to the dealership after installing this yourself and have them program the module. It doesn't work that way. You may mess up your steering rack if you don't program the module immediately. Like as soon as that new module, that new hardware is in there, the new software needs to be installed. It's just the way it is. It's bad news, I know. If someone else has a different fix, or maybe in time, years later, in the future, maybe, I don't know, there's some device somebody invents where you can download modules. I don't know. But for now, you gotta go to the dealership to have this done, unfortunately. Which is why, you know, if you're looking to buy a Ford Explorer, this is something that you need to weigh. A lot of cars nowadays come with these electronic steering racks, and, you know, it doesn't matter the model. They just don't seem to last that long. Don't forget to subscribe, and why not watch another video? Stick around!